All right, accused cop killer showing no remorse in court after the deaths of two California sheriff deputies, Danny Oliver and Michael Davis Jr.
There was no need to put all these
Gentlemen, jury, please step out of the hallway.
They're dead. I don't regret that. The only thing that regret is the skill too. I wish I killed more of them.
That piece of garbage, an illegal immigrant, illegal alien, if you will, Louis Bracamites, has been deported several times leading up to the 2014 shootings and could potentially get the death penalty if convicted. Keep your fingers crossed at home. Joining us right now is Pam Davis Owens. She is the aunt of one of the victims, Detective Michael Davis Jr. And not only that, Michael is like a son to you. Is that correct?
Yes, he is.
What is your reaction? So the fact is, not only is he an accused cop killer, he revels in it and wants the opportunity to kill more, and he doesn't even belong in the country.
I'm furious. I can't believe that the state of California is protecting these illegal aliens. Even listening to the rant right before I came on, my blood is boiling. I'm so angry.
Oh, wait a second. You mean undocumented, don't you?
No, I mean illegal. Illegal alien. Call it what it is.
You and your husband have had careers in law enforcement. You lost your brother, unbelievably, October 24th, 1988. Michael's killed October 24th, 2014. It's hard enough when something goes wrong in the streets, but let alone for someone gets wrong with someone who's been deported many times and wants to kill more. Do you feel the justice system is doing justice here?
I feel the justice system has let us all down. Number one, this shouldn't have taken this long to get to court, and it is protecting him. I don't understand it.
Tell me about your nephew.
Michael was probably one of the nicest guys you could ever meet. He was the first one who came to help anybody and everybody. He was loved by everybody. And just a really quick story, he worked a homicide case where the victim was a baby, a newborn baby that was a Jane Doe. And he was so upset about the fact that they didn't even have an identification for her. He raised funds himself so that she could get a burial and a marker. He was just that kind of a person. Wonderful.
Wonderful, and that's pretty much what motivated the president to make this a major part of his campaign to get to the White House. Do you feel like the president's on the right track, even going after some of the politicians and mayors and sheriffs that refuse to enforce and become sanctuary cities?
Absolutely. I think he's completely on the right course. And I hope that the Justice Department pursues this. I hope they start withholding funds. I hope they start arresting the sheriffs and the lawmakers who are protecting these people. And everybody I know is 100% behind him.
Now, do you want him to get the death penalty, or do you want to see him rot in hell, rot in prison, excuse me?
I want to see him get the death penalty, and I want to be there to watch him draw his last breath.
What about the people that allowed him to come back in? Do you want to see an investigation to find out how many law enforcement officials were forced to give him up, or how many politicians may have covered for him the first couple of times he came in here?
Absolutely. I'd like to see every one of them prosecuted and not only criminally but civilly sued for the loss of life that has been caused from this.
So hopefully you'll get your justice. I know you live about 5 hours away from where these proceedings are taking place. Do you plan on being there when the ruling is given out?
Yes. We hope to make it at least for the end of the trial to watch part of it. I know my sister-in-law is been in court daily, and the judge had to reprimand the defendant for glaring at her and the family members in the while they're sitting watching the trial. He's just been very disrespectful and intimidating to them as well. And thank goodness the judge is watching out for him and reprimanded him.
All right. Maybe death might be too good for him, solitary confinement for the rest of his life, although it'll cost us more money. Detective Michael Davis Jr. remembered here today as he lost his life at the age of 43 thanks to this mutant. Pam Davis, thanks so much for working in law enforcement with your family and telling your story today.
Thank you so much for keeping this alive, and we really appreciate everything Fox is doing to keep this story alive and do something about these illegal aliens, get them out of here.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks so much. And maybe the president's getting your message. I think he is.